Brad and family, I just want to show you this first concept. Here's your house built up as a model on top of the existing plans. It's now a 12 by 4 metre pool and tennis court. So what I've done is I've centred the pool in front of that upstairs window. New paving underneath the balcony there, wrapping around here, steps down to the court, it could be a ramp. But there's going to be some retaining walls throughout here. The court needs to have a fall, and it's going to fall towards this corner here, and we put some drainage in. But there's an opportunity to do a retaining wall in front of the pool there, which is 1.2 metres in height, which gets us to a pool fence compliancy. Pool equipment goes around behind the back of this wall here. I was really hoping that we'd have access around the other side, but then I realised that you've got a big hedge there. And I've kind of divided this space up into a bit of a bar area, some lounging space, TV, outdoor kitchen, dining, all of that. Then I've got a pool fence and I've got a fire pit. There's some overhead steel structures there with some cable that allows the vines to grow. And then to the right of those stairs, sort of no access. And what I wanted to show you is the view from the kitchen, from the kitchen bench, which is, I'm assuming, is still sort of part of these plans here. Particularly, I wanted to show you the impact of that roof on the right-hand side there, which I think is pretty minimal. So as you come out through these doors here, it doesn't really play a big impact, and I could probably just tilt it up just a tiny amount more and we don't even see the top of the roof. The spa is nicely centered, the pool is nicely centered, the court beyond that, and everything obviously running parallel with the house. I've got a couple of umbrellas and some day beds in this space here, so I've given you a generous amount of paving in front of the pool. And then as we come around to the side where the stairs are, you would be looking down onto that kind of view there. The fire pit, what I've done is I've made the fire pit outside so it's sort of accessible all of the time, and then between the fire pit and this kind of this is sort of a triangulated little corner here. I've turned all of that into garden bed because you can then access around the property via the stairs via the paving on the left hand side of the stairs here. So you'd come down the stairs, fire pit on the right, a little bit of garden bed between the paving and the pool. I've just done these in sort of grey coastal kind of plantings, and this is all subject to change. If you don't like it, you don't like it. We can change all of this. So it's a couple of metres wide here, just to give a bit of space and a bit of greenery and some softening between the house and the pool itself. Glass pool fence. Now we don't have to use glass pool fencing all the way around. We can mix it up a little bit, bring in some steel and things like that. So here's the 12 by 4 metre pool. It's a 2 by 2 metre spa in it at the moment, which I think is probably slightly small. Then I've given you a bit of a garden bed between that and the tennis court, because that means we don't have to put in balustrading there. A couple of steps down through a pool gate onto the court, and then we do these retaining walls. And I'd like to see the retaining walls done in some sort of stone, but we've got to make sure that it's non-climbable. So the poolside pavilion, so what I've done is the entertaining space underneath the corner of the house was just too cluttered with posts and poles and things like that. So I've given you this big, generous covered area. Sit-up bar, you can watch the tennis, lounging space, dining space. The table can be moved out, another table can be added to it. There's ample space there. I've given you a really generous amount of paving on this side of the pool, just because you've got so much space. And you can see there that 2 by 2 metre spa, that could probably stretch out to 2 by 2.5 or 2 by 3. Steps to either end of the pool, and I've got a ledge running down that side. And then as far as netting goes, you could either have a fixed net all the way along there, or you could have a pole for lighting and draw nets through here as well. And then looking back out towards the back of the property there from the house, this is this garden bed, really just softening it down. Next door, you can see in the overhead shots, have got a beautiful series of really well manicured sort of lead balls, they're topiary balls, really well done in Restringias and box hedging, and I've got some lavenders and some succulents and things like that. And this is that corner that I was saying, it's too cluttered to try and fit any of this into that corner. It really needs to be moved away from the house. So this is a really neat and tidy solution, and I think works really well, and the kids have got plenty of lawn space on that right hand side there. And I've also given you a little bit of access around the back side of the court, and we can do things behind the court.